Hey guys, I'm Sarah Davis and I'm with Ariel Helwani from MMA Fighting. We're downtown Toronto at Real Sports Apparel. And Ariel, I'm wondering how much time have you had to check out Toronto while you've been here?
Well, actually, I hate Toronto because I'm from Montreal, so I just stay in my hotel room and I try to seclude myself from all you Torontonians, so actually, zero time.
Okay, come on. I know that's not true. I love Toronto. I got to stand up for my city. I know you're from Montreal. What's with the beef with Toronto?
Well, I mean, have you heard of the Canadians and the Maple Leafs?
I'm a hockey fan.
Exactly, so that's the beef. I'm also a diehard Alouettes fan. No, I'm not. I don't think any of those exist. But no, I actually do really love Toronto. I love Canada. It's great because we get to travel all across the world now to cover the UFC, and to come home to Canada, it sort of feels like home. It's the next best thing, you know, compared to Montreal, obviously. So it is great to be here, and I just love the people. Everyone's so nice and friendly, and I get to use the Canadian money. It's very exciting. I get to finally use my wedding money. That thing's sitting in the bank at the TD Canada Trust Bank, so I finally get to use some of it. So it's very exciting.
And what are you putting your wedding money towards?
No comment.
Okay, well, let's get to what's going on this weekend in Toronto, UFC 140. What's your take on the main event, Jon Jones and Lyoto Machida?
I love this fight. Obviously, it's not the fight that we really wanted to see Jon Jones in. We wanted to see him fight Sugar Rashad Evans. But as far as an actual fight goes, I think it's a very interesting fight. I think at the end of the day, when you look at it on paper, I just don't think Machida has the kind of style that is needed to beat Jon Jones, because he has this counter-attacking style. He likes to sit back. He's got his karate stance. And with Jones's long reach and how effective he is, especially on the ground, it's going to be very hard for Machida to pick his spots and pick Jones apart. So I actually think that Jones will have an easier time with Machida than he did with Quinton Rampage Jackson in September, and I think he wins via second round TKO.
Do you think it's still going to be an exciting match, though? I
think anytime you see Jon Jones fight, it's exciting. I think he is pound for pound, if you want to talk about that, top 3 best in the world, and I think he continues to grow, and he continues to show us new parts of his game. He showed great takedown defense against Quinton Rampage Jackson, and he's just so dynamic. I mean, those elbows to me are the greatest finishing move in MMA right now. Those elbows on the ground, and when he gets you on the ground, it's almost lights out. So I love watching him fight, and I think it'll be interesting.
All right, I'm excited about that match too. And the co-main event, Frank Mir and Big Nog, or Minotauro Nogueira as we call him. What do you think is going to happen with that match?
Also a fascinating fight because obviously they met at UFC 92, and Frank Mir handed Big Nog one of his toughest losses. I think right now, considering where Big Nog is in terms of his health, considering where Frank Mir is, he's looked pretty good as of late. I think on the feet, Big Nog probably would have the advantage, but because he's so banged up, because he's slowed down over time, I think he's going to have a hard time with Mir. I think Mir could take this fight to the ground. I think he could just overpower Big Nog. He's quicker than him right now, and that's unfortunate because Big Nog, you know, in his prime was one of the best boxers and jiu-jitsu practitioners in heavyweight MMA history, but I just think that Father Time has caught up to him. So while he did look good against Brendan Schaub and knocked him out, I think Frank Mir will be a tough route, and I think Frank Mir wins via decision.
All right, well, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Now, what about the comparison from UFC 129 when the UFC first came to Toronto to this event? How do you compare the two?
I don't really think you can compare, because always when you have you know, the first time to a city, it's always a bigger deal. It always feels bigger, and plus that was massive. You had George St. Pierre, arguably the most popular fighter in MMA, and without a doubt the most popular fighter in Canada, fighting in the Rogers Centre, 55,000. They had spent so many months promoting that one fight and event. It can't compare to this one, and I think I do agree. I think that this event has sort of flown under the radar. It's unfortunate with all this tweet stuff. It has been overshadowed a little bit, I think, in the MMA media and locally here. I think that the fans, 7 months later, you're almost still, you know, experiencing that hangover. And if you paid a lot of money to see 129, you maybe might want to think twice about paying a lot of money to see this one. So I don't think you can compare it. I think it's a good card. It has a lot of Canadian flavor, but I don't think it stacks up to 129.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, Ariel, at Real Sports Apparel. And hopefully, well, for the rest of your time in Toronto, we can turn you on to it a little bit more.
Maybe. Go Habs.